everybody. I am in Cincinnati. Whoops, door's open. There we go. I'm sorry about where my camera is positioned, but I could not find my window dash cam. So this might get a little wobbly. You know, I didn't notify my admins. Let's see. There we go. That's better. Can somebody let Carol and... Oh, there's Gator Girl. She's an admin. Hi, Gator Girl. How are you doing, sweetie? It's going to be a little bouncy. Hi, Lee. Okay. There we go. It's not too bad. There we go. Let me turn it. You should see the rig I've got here. I've got my tripod stuck between the door and my knee. Okay, I think I can see around that okay. Hi, Eric. Hi, Doris. So, I am in Cincinnati. I traveled all the way from Albany. We're doing a Trump train around Cincinnati, and I will live stream it. You know the drill. Share it on all your Facebooks and let everybody know. Sandy has her scarf on. The sweet girl. I pulled that out and put that on her and this morning, and boy, she sat by that front door. She knew she was going somewhere when I put that red, white, and blue scarf on her that Kim made for her. I've got my Zello channel on, so you'll probably hear some Zello chatter. Get my drink ready. Where's my drink? Hey, Mustang, how are you, girl? Yeah, I slathered a bunch of makeup on today. Not sure why. So that is Kim in front of me, Mustang. She is loaded up. I have, I'll show you when we stop. I have a Trump flag and 2 U.S. flags on. I've never flown a Trump flag before. I hope this thing doesn't wobble too much. There, I think if I hold it steady. So we're going to be going around Cincinnati, and then I will head north. Hi, Kathy. So if anybody's in the area, we're doing the loop around Cincinnati. And it's a pretty day for it. So share, share, share. Mustang Sally, throw it over on the throw it over on 1776. Hey, Marge. I know, guys, I have not been on in a long time. You know, and it felt good. I dressed up Bessie. Okay, looks like we're about to roll. I dressed up Bessie and put her flags on her. And it felt good. got a few honks, but I was taking the back roads down to here. Because there was definitely not a straight shot from Albany to Cincinnati. So I had to take Highway 1 all the way down, which I didn't mind in the slightest, because I've fallen in love with Indiana, and I especially love southeastern Indiana. Oh, that's crooked, isn't it, guys? Let me see if I can fix that for you. There we go. Is that better? It's not the best thing I'm doing here, but we'll make do. I'll leave it to Gator Girl and Mustang to handle the chatter, because I'd have to wear glasses and to see it. So we have Bobby Coleman, who did an incredible job. She is chairman of the Kentucky group, and she did the Lincoln dinner that we all went to. She does a jam-up job. These people work very hard for our country. Okay, we're taking a right. Okay, here we go. All right. Pull over to the right here. Oh, you guys are chatting up a storm. What you got to say? Hi, Crystal. Oh, okay. Well then, Crystal, do you think I could make you an admin? Because I still to this day cannot get you corrected. And I don't know why my device, I'm going to blow cold air on it. It keeps saying that it's always running hot. Thank you, Gator Girl. All right, heading out. I think everybody's together. Sorry for the wobble, guys. So the board of 1776, several of the board members, and then myself and David Valentine, we went to the Lincoln Day dinner with Kim Zimmerman. And it was an incredible dinner. It was so much fun. But what was so important about it is what I learned. I really I enjoyed going around and talking. I didn't only talk to about 3 politicians. I should have made more of an effort to get around, but I was just so enjoying seeing everybody from 1776. I didn't realize how much I'd missed everyone. There's Kim up there with all her flags. So I wanted to go to the Indiana Lincoln Day dinner, but it was Monday and it was sold out. So I know what to do for next year. Well, y'all are chatty today. Try and keep it from overheating and shutting down on me. Oh, there's a freedom finger. Should have brought my bifocals. Let me see if I can find my other glasses. If I can find my other glasses and I can read the chat. I think they're in the house. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? No. Okay, we are getting on 275 West. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my other glasses are in at the house. So we get through with this. I've got to beat it back. I've got Bible study class tonight. And I've been very negligent in my Bible studies. Yeah, love the freedom finger. Boy, y'all are getting some vibration on that. Here, if I hold it there, is that better? Should have tightened it down. Okay, Crystal, I'm going to try and see if I can. All right, Crystal, I just made you a moderator. Can you deal with DOA, please? Delete that comment. Yeah, but can you delete the comment? Because it's not, this is a Christian channel. And I don't want that kind of junk on here. Thank you. How's it going in North Carolina, Crystal? Do you have your Lincoln dinner there? I went to the, yeah, you need to get rid of DOA, please. That's the first time I've seen him on here. Snuck in. So I attended the Albany County Commission meeting. So trying to, you know, do what I say and ask all of you all to do. And so I'll start making, I've got it on the calendar to make sure I attend every month the county commission meeting. And if I was more local, I'd run for county commission. I'll see how it goes. If I get settled with and buy a house, then I will run for county commission. Not that anybody will know who I am, but you know, I asked everybody else to do it, so I need to do it. Okay, Lonnie, you're out. Put Lonnie on a timeout. Boy, we got the scumbags on here today. Do y'all not have anything better to do? I wonder if Santa's driving. We need to get Santa on here. So, Kim Zimmerman, she's leading the group. She works so hard. Works a full-time job. Does all her patriotic duties. Used to drive. Go to work, then drive an 8-10 hour drive all the way to Hagerstown to come Convoy for one day and turn around on Sunday and drive back. I mean, talk about a patriot. It's incredible. Sorry guys, I can't read the chat because I'm in traffic. I can kind of glance at it every once in a while. Yeah, they're bored because they're blocked everywhere else. Well, we keep it. I haven't had too much trouble. That's the first time I've seen DOA and Lonnie on here. But I haven't been on in a long time. I was going to try and live stream on at the Lincoln Day dinner, but I kind of got the impression everybody was tired and they just wanted to be able to relax and not have to watch everything they say and worry and let David Rydell have an evening off. I love seeing David Valentine. Are chatty today. I like that. Well, I'm not used to air conditioning anymore. It's about to freeze me out. So I've been getting moved into my little house. Got my studio almost set up. I've still got a few things to do. Been buried in work. Just buried. And between that and driving, doing the constitutional class and doing stuff like this and the Lincoln Day dinner and all my other stuff I'm doing for my business, trying to get my business up and going. I've just been burning it at both ends. But I do believe starting Monday, I should be able to start doing my art again, which I am very tickled about that. And I have my art channel, and I'll have channels everywhere. I guess it means I'm going to have to do Instagram. I hate Instagram. So I ordered a part for my printer. This will crack you guys up. So I have a really expensive printer, and I'm like, I am not buying a new printer because it was saying the print head was not working. So I ordered a new print head. I'm like, I can do this. I can be a printer repair person. And I mean, I called everywhere in Muncie, and the only printer repair person is all the way in Indianapolis, which is a good hour's drive for me. And I don't go in Indianapolis unless I'm forced to. So I'm going, I can do this. So I ordered it, and it came right in, and I'm all excited. And so I dig in there, and I'm getting the thing and putting it all together, and it still doesn't work. So, yeah. Still doesn't work. I think printers are everybody's nemesis. So Easter, I got to tell you about Easter service. Oh my goodness, it was so incredible. So I was down in Kentucky, and it was Kim Zimmerman and David Rydell and I, and David didn't have any place he had to be, and I was just going to try and beat it back up to Muncie to go to my church, and I really didn't want to do that. And Kim, she didn't really, she was just going to go to Greg Locke's, Pastor Locke's. And so we're like, well, there's a little church just up the road. Why don't we go to that? So it was a little Baptist church, and I don't think there were 50 people in there, but it was absolutely wonderful. Had a young preacher who got on his baby grand, and boy, he was just going to town with his hymns. All the old hymns, nothing new, all old hymns like what we grew up with. And I just felt like I had gone back in time, and it was wonderful. And he got up there and gave a beautiful sermon, and he was so impassioned that he was crying, and he came down off the stage and was going down the aisle, and just there was just no way that you didn't feel God in the room, and feel his passion and his love for the Lord. And it was really wonderful. It moved me, and so I couldn't have asked for a nicer Easter service. I was with two of my closest friends, and yeah, that was a really wonderful way to have an Easter Sunday. And then we went to a little restaurant, and had a great southern lunch, and it was just really nice. And then I drove back. Got back late. I was driving slow because I had a nail in my tire, and so I was trying my best to make it back. But it was a beautiful, beautiful Easter service. I miss seeing everybody in 1776. I miss talking to all the leads, and I miss it quite a bit. I think about it all the time, but I've got to put my focus on my business. I'd like to start doing work for them again. I'm gonna try to get down to David's next seminar, which is down with Nurse Scooter, and that's quite a haul for me. I'm going to look at it and see if I can do it. I have to be back on the 21st, and David's birthday is on the 20th, and it's a full It's a long haul for me. And I'd like to go down to Linda. I think David's got another seminar down in Mississippi. I'm literally booked up every single weekend this month. So I'll be out at the Capitol in Indianapolis doing prayer on the Capitol steps on the 7th. I believe that's May 7th. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the rally on the 6th. And then I've got a conference for a week in May. And when is Linda Spear? Linda, are you on here? Mississippi? When is that seminar? I want to say it's the 28th. 27th. I'd like to be in Fort Wayne. There's a concert that I want to go to. I believe it's, no, that's the 24th. I think the 24th, something like that. I'm booked up. Busy, busy, busy. But I like it busy. I like doing. I definitely had a transition period when I left the group and got my little house, which is a cute little house. It's just, it needs a lot of love. That if I don't own it, I'm not gonna do it. But there was quite a transition period. I was so used to, for the last year, you know, I've been around my Patriot families and TPC and then 1776, and I was used to being around people all the time. And it was a bit of a transition to go to just being at the house with nobody around. I definitely need a bigger place. Definitely need a bigger place. That's cool, Gator Girl. Yeah, I was going through a bunch. I think everybody's kind of going through their photos, because I've been seeing lots of posts on my Liberty's Voice Facebook page, which has been 90 days. I'm in Facebook jail. But I've been seeing a lot of people posting Tracy out west. I saw her post a picture of the two of us, and yeah, I think all of us. But I was looking at pictures, and it definitely brings back a lot of memories. It was an experience that will never be duplicated, that's for sure. But I'm going to definitely look for these Lincoln Day dinners, and I want to get heavily involved with TPUSA. They're doing an incredible job with the youth. Oh, there's somebody filming us. not a big convoy. I want to say maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 cars. It's a little, it's a mini. But I wanted to support Bobby and I wanted to support Kim. And they work hard. There's another one in Tennessee. Now that spring is here, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. I'm seeing a lot of posts for a lot of convoys popping up. I would have thought, you know, with what's going on with Trump, that this would have been a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I've given up thinking that people are going to show up. I've got a little bit of, I apologize, I have a little bit of attitude on that. I'm not going to beg anymore. You know, it's going to be, it's the typical, it's going to be the 1% that does all the work. And when you have patriots like Bobby and Kim and this group, people like David Rydell and Brian and 1776 group, people, I hope people realize how hard that group works. There we go. Chris, that's great. Yeah, you know what, Gator Girl? I still haven't gotten to 2,000. I gotta get me to 2,000. Alright, we're moving over. So I can't remember who it was, but one of the people that I've been talking to, that she was part of 1776, I'm sorry I don't remember her name, she's running, was it school board or county commission? I love seeing that. I love seeing when people are stepping up and it's not something they, like, I would never run for county commission. I wouldn't even consider it. But we have to. We absolutely have to. We do not have a choice anymore. We've got to start at the local level. I'll get on David's feed next week when he does a live, and I'll bring you all up to date on what's going on with Russellville and all the toxins and poison that they're trucking into Indiana. I want to get very active in Indiana. Okay, we're moving back over. Our governor, he's not up for re-election, so he's just completely sold Indiana out. We need to get them all out. Hold the toes to the fire, so to speak. I am absolutely freezing with this AC on. You doing good, Sandy? Well, we have a pretty day. So, Scooter Nurse helped me do the research, and I continued her hard work. It does turn out that East Palestine is got cobalt mines all around it, north and south of it. So it's probably sitting on. They want the town. They want the town. You know, we can no longer say all this stuff is conspiracy theories, because it's all playing out. Everything that all of us have been saying. It's kind of like you know, buying up all the land that sits over aquifers, all our water, so that our water can be privatized. You know, it's you know, Bill Gates, people don't realize, they think, well, Tennessee is so red, Tennessee's so red. Well, Chattanooga is blue as blue gets now. And Bill Gates got in with somehow and was able to, I have to clarify, forgive me on my wording if it's incorrect. He either purchased or he leased, he owns rights in their power plant, nuclear power plant, and their water supply. And he's going to be able to control it. You know, I didn't know until just recently what was happening with all our coal plants, until David Rydell or somebody brought that up to me, and I started researching it and doing the homework on it, and we're back in Ohio. So far, I've been in Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana today. Yeah, Chattanooga has gone totally blue. You're right, Gloria. There always is a reason. You know, there's always a reason. And the reason is to privatize water. And the reason for, you know, ruining all our coal plants. And not only are they shutting them down, but they're actually forcing them to dismantle them. Forcing to dismantle them so that you can't go back. You know, I've been to China, and I just die laughing when these people say how China is doing so environmental. You literally cannot breathe. You have to go into the hotel lobby to be able to get any kind of air, and you can see the smog layer in the lobby of the hotel. I was pregnant at the time when I was in China, and I stayed a month, and I had to get out of the cities, and I went to the countryside, which is what I normally do anyway when I travel overseas. I never go to the big cities, but anyway, just so that I could breathe and to get out of all that toxic air, because I was pregnant at the time, I would get out of the cities and go stay in the countryside. But they've got all kinds of things happening in Russellville, and because I want to be very factual about it, I won't discuss it here, but definitely what I'll do is a dual podcast. I know David was having a little trouble with his StreamYard, but I'll do a dual podcast where my live stream is going and David's, and I'll bring you all up to date on Russellville, Indiana. For those of you that don't know, Russellville is where they're trucking most of the waste from East Palestine. So unfortunately, our representatives and our governor in Indiana sold us out. And while I am from Florida, I feel a part of Indiana now. I'm in love with the state. I think it's an incredible state. So I finished and completed my Constitution class and learned a lot. Look at Kim up there with all her flags. So I'll be going down to Texas in May. Looking forward to going down there. I don't know if any of y'all remember, do any of y'all remember Caleb from the Zello channel? He lives down in Arlington. Go down and see him and see Matt and Lisa. Lisa's in East Texas, or West Texas. But if I do go down, I want to swing over and go see our lead in Oklahoma. Oklahoma used to be such a red state, and boy, that's why it's just so important, everybody, you got to look at your local voting. You got to look at your DA and your judges and get on those school boards. I wish I could remember the name of, there was a gentleman I saw last night, and I don't recognize him. I don't know who he is, but he admits he was a woke, left-leaning liberal, and was totally sucked into the whole thing, and he has walked away. They're trying to cancel him and ruin his life, but he's speaking up. Glasses on, see what everybody's saying. Gloria, where are you from? Which state are you, Gloria? Oh, you're Ohio. You're Ohio, aren't you? Oh, Virginia. Yeah, you've got a tough state there. You know, it's hard to believe Virginia used to be a red state. I mean, it was a state that had traditional values and family, and I'm doing laundry, so I will have to step away. Yeah, I've got to invest in washer and dryer. I need to find a used. I want an old used set that's not computerized or anything. Just turn it on and let it wash. Alright, let's get back over and block for them. I have to say, this Florida girl, she is very, very happy about the warm weather. I even have flip-flops on right now. I sat out on my chair out on the back and had my cup of tea. It was actually warm enough in the morning. Of course, a lot of y'all know my main part of my house, I have a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen, and the rest of the house is all studio. It's for my business. So I have a makeshift living room set up. It's kind of like a little sunroom. Looks like they enclosed a porch because I'm in an old house, but I like it because it has all the windows, and I'm a window girl. And so one of the few things I kept and furniture-wise was my porch furniture. Sounds kind of wacky, but it's pretty. It's actually really pretty and super comfortable. And it's a small couch, and I have one big chair out back of the house, and then I have the couch and the chair in the front when you walk in the house. That's my living room. And you walk into what's supposed to be the living room, and that's my whole studio and office. I can't wait. Next week, I've ordered in new dyes, and I lost boxes. There's several boxes that are missing. There's boxes that are missing out of my bedroom that I should have. It has all my old cell phones and my spare key to this truck. And I'm missing, I guess I left it sitting in the garage. I had an entire box of all my dyes and bottles and everything, and I don't have it. So I've had to replace all of it. And then a lot of you all may know, remember when we first headed out to go west with TPC, my box with all my paints, all my watercolors and chalks and everything went flying off the back of my truck. And so I have to replace all that. I'm just it's gonna feel really good next week to pick up a paintbrush and paint again. And I'll just do short clips. So I'll go on here and let y'all know of my new channel. It'll be called Art Quilt Academy. And y'all can, if you're interested, you can come over and subscribe. But it'll start at 0, and I'll have to build up. Oh, there's a good honker. It's going to take a while, but we'll get a following built up. I'll do little short videos. And then I'll start doing I'm still working on putting my classes together. And then I'll start selling my classes. I love teaching. I really enjoy it. So it'll be cool once I get established again. It will be very cool to start hopefully traveling the country. And previously, when I did my art quilting, I traveled the country, but I didn't go overseas. If you're good enough and one of the big heavy hitters, then you'll get invited to teach overseas, which I would like that. Australia has a huge art quilt community. So I had something very sweet happen yesterday. It just kind of made my whole day. I was coming back in yesterday evening. I ran into Muncie to grab a couple of things, and I've waved to a few people, a few neighbors, and I knew they had a little one next door, and so Mama and little one was out yesterday evening, and I got to meet her, and I'll tell you something was so sweet. She said she adopted this little one at 2 weeks old, and just this past week the adoption went through. Does that just not make your heart sing? It's just, I loved it. It just made my whole heart sing. And so I'm gonna put a little basket together for her, and with some gift cards, and so she can get what she needs. And I don't know, it made me smile all evening hearing about that little girl. She's 18 months old, and she was toddling around, and we were picking little dandelions together. It was very sweet. It was nice. That's nice. I like that. Doing a big heart with her hands. Yeah, I put the flags on Bessie last night and drove here, and I haven't done that in a while. It's been quite some time. I think the last time I flew flags was Mike Painter's rally several months ago. It was last fall. I don't know. It's been a long time. And I think I put the flags on, but I didn't travel with them when we did a couple of flag waves in 1776. But it was nice to dress up Bessie and put her flags on and get the waves on the way to the Trump train this morning. Kim had to, I didn't have a Trump flag, so she loaned me a Trump flag. So, hey guys, I got a question for you. So I was trying to put some auction items together. What kind of items do you all want to see at auctions? What would really make you want to bid on something? So just put in the chat here, and I'll make sure I go back through it this evening after Bible study. And let me know, what are you looking for? Do you like, just patriotic items? Do you like art items? What do you like when you bid on things in auctions? And I'm trying to put some good auction items together for 1776. I'm ordering more of those, the metal signs that we had at the auction from a few months ago. Those were a big hit, so I'm going to get in touch with Bob and get some of those ordered. I know, thanks to Lisa, I have been enjoying my bath salts. That's wonderful. I have been using them very sparingly so they will last. I know I wear jeans most of the time, but I am a girly girl underneath. Oh, look at this person with all their flags. Let's honk when we go by. But yeah, do put in the chat. Tell me what you want to bid on. What do you think about what do you all think about this? What if you all sent me your recipes, your favorite recipes, and we could have a 1776 cookbook? What about that? What do you all think about that? I think it was David Rydell that came up with that idea. I was telling him I was wanting some of, Ma and Pa's recipes in Kentucky. And David Rydell came up with, well, why don't we have a 1776 cookbook? I'd be more than willing to type that up and get that done if everybody sends in their recipes and have a story behind it, Like I've got my grandmother's handwritten recipes and with stories behind them. I'd love to put some of those in. She's got a wonderful chili sauce. So what do you all think about that? Would people bid on that? And what do you all think about a 1776 quilt? I'd be willing to sew up. I'm not a traditional quilter, but I would be willing to sew up a quilt that has 1776 on it. I think that would be pretty. That would be a good auction item. What else could we do? Somebody on the overpass. Oh, cool. Or is that a cutout? That's a cutout. Oh, that's hilarious. It's President Trump cut out on the overpass. Oh my God, that cracks me up. That's great. Okay, who's Polly? Crystal. Does Polly need a timeout? Okay, Lala, you need to go. Jive, you need to go. Where's my admins? Throw them out. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with some new ideas. So we got the cookbook idea, we got the quilt idea. We'll get more of the metalwork signs. We need to have a really, Bass Pro. Hey guys, I need a red USA hat. I need a red USA hat. And I have got a gift card at Bass Pro Shop. I know what I'm doing on the way home. And you know what else I've got? I've got the, I have the gray hat that I bid against McFly. I have the gray hat that I donated back that Nurse Scooter bid on and gave to me. And that has all the national team signatures on it. So I'll throw that in the auction. We need some other really good items. Crystal, I'm glad I finally got you back on here. I could not figure out on my computer how to unblock you. I'm so sorry that happened. Okay, so we've got 1776 clothing and stuff. We've got like signed mugs and things like that by the national team. We've got the recipe book. If everybody on here sent me a recipe, that would be 36 recipes right there. I could definitely put in 5 or 6 that are decent. Good foolproof recipes. You know, it would be cool. I saw where you could order them online. Maybe I could find one or get one donated. Where it was a Declaration of Independence and it was printed on a canvas and you could hang it in your wall. Somebody's texting me. Who it was? Oh, Hippie Mama. Cool. Read it later. probably about ready to have her baby. It's coming soon here, isn't it? I think it's next month she's due. I love having a little one next door. I'm definitely gonna enjoy that. I've got it. I'm late. I was supposed to start all my seeds, and I didn't do it. I haven't even done it yet, and so I'm gonna be late getting my garden in. But I'm still gonna put a garden in, even though there's such a short. I'm so used to Florida having such a long growing season, and Indiana, and I'm North Indiana, so it has a very short growing season compared to what I'm used to. I haven't even ordered my seeds in yet. I'll do that this week. Get my heirloom seeds in. And I got to find out what grows in Indiana. Make sure I get varieties that grow well in my area. I'm going to build some raised beds. Crystal, I don't remember. Probably, you know, there's so many people that I know by face, but I don't know them by name. Like, there's tons of TPC people. I know them by face, but I don't remember their names. Oh, you're getting, oh, Gloria, I'm so jealous. So, listen, in my yard, I think we have bionic, I'm not kidding, there are bionic sized squirrels. And the cats, I've never seen a neighborhood with so many cats that just roam. So I'm gonna have to have a garden that's enclosed, because the squirrels they'll just eat everything, and then the cats will just use it as a litter box. So I found a structure that was cheap enough in my budget that was on Wayfair, and I'm just gonna I haven't decided yet to put screen over it, and that way I don't have to spray, and I can keep it very organic, because I'm trying to get all the toxins out of my body and get very, very healthy. So I'd like to, I had a friend down in Florida, and she never had to spray or do anything. Now you got to do your own pollinating if you do that, because you don't have the bees and everything. But she screened her, she had a structure, and she used like house screen. And it was wonderful. And you could go in there, and of course, being Florida, you could work and not get eaten up by skeeters and all that. as wet as I've noticed Indiana is, I'm sure you have mosquitoes. I haven't done a summer here yet. So I'd like to, and I found a place where I could buy screen, really big rolls of it, and screen it in. That'll keep this, you know, bionic squirrels. These squirrels, I'm not kidding. The squirrels in my neighborhood, the Indiana squirrels, they're the size of a cat. They're huge. I've never seen such fat, huge, fluffy squirrels in my life. And yeah, there's no way they're gonna let me have a garden they'll wait till all my tomatoes, they used to do this in Florida, they'll wait till your tomatoes get perfectly ripe, and then they'll literally steal it and eat half of it. Pantyhose over your tomatoes, and that kept the squirrels and the birds off of them. But I'm just going to enclose everything, and either I'll use the screen or I'll just use hardware cloth. I would like to not have to use any pesticides whatsoever. I'm really trying to. It's a 4-month process and detox my entire body of all the poisons. I think that's why my arthritis has gotten so bad. And I just want to feel healthier. I just don't feel healthy. And I have never been an organic girl, you know. But I'm definitely, and I know a gal down South Indiana, and she's getting rid of her pigs. A lot of her pigs she's downsizing because she's pregnant with twins, and she's got a little farm. And man, if I knew somebody that would be willing to go in on that with me, I would split the cost 50-50 and help care for them and get a few pigs and get chickens and a cow, a couple of steers, and just, you know, get off. I found a place that I can get fresh milk, real milk from a dairy, and you can schedule. Now, with it being just me, I don't cook enough to be able to use like a whole gallon a week, but you could even do a half gallon, and you schedule with them, and it's like a membership. And so I signed up for that, so I get all my cream and everything like that is straight off the farm. I just want to get self-sufficient and support all the local. And I've always grown my own vegetables. Once you've had vegetables out of the garden, you can't hardly eat the stuff out of a grocery store. It is such a difference. But yeah, I'm looking for somebody that lives near me that would be willing to, you know, let's split the costs and get lots of waves. Split the cost of some few farm animals. I have to see what the ordinance is in where I'm living. I prefer not to get chickens, because chickens they're just a lot of work. I can't wait to start. I've ordered like a butcher block countertop. I literally, my kitchen, okay, this is how big my kitchen is. It is so tiny. It is the refrigerator, the stove, 2 inches, and I have my double sink, and then 2 feet of counter. and I don't even think it's a full 2 feet of counter. So I have over one of the sinks, I have a really big cutting board that was my mother's, and with the cutting board, so I have a place to put my pots, you know, when I bring them off the stove. It's crazy. So I ordered a rolling countertop, and so I can bake my bread, do my breads and stuff. I want to start baking my bread again. Can't eat it, but I like to bake it for other people. And now that I've met the nice lady next door, I'd like to take things over to her and help them out. Yeah, I'd like to have a couple of chickens, but chickens are a lot of work. Main thing I'd like to do is have a couple of hogs and a couple of steers, not hogs, a couple of steers. So, and yeah. If I wasn't my age, I would buy a farm. But at my age, I just think it's impractical. That's true, I can freeze milk, Gloria. But you know, once you freeze milk, you really don't want to drink. I mean, you can use it for baking and stuff like that. You really don't want to. But the reason I want that fresh milk is, you know, it has such a higher butterfat content, and you know, it's wonderful for making. I have a bread recipe that is just to die for, and it's like a sandwich bread, and it uses buttermilk in it. And I'd like to make my own butter. I used to do all of that when I had my home down in Florida. I miss having my citrus trees. My Myers lemon tree. If I had enough room in this house, that front room has enough light that if I wanted to have a potted Myers lemon tree, I could, but I just don't have enough room. I just do not have enough room in this little house. This house is only 900 square feet, if that. Yeah, I always made all of my own mayonnaise. I made all my own mustard. I made all of my own ketchup and apple butter and plum butter and then my own butter. I love cooking and baking. But I always had people to give it to. So I need a new network. My grandmother had a wonderful chili sauce. It's so simple, but oh my gosh, it is so good on ham and chicken. Don't you love fresh apple butter? I mean, real fresh apple butter. Not everybody knows what it is. I love apple butter. I mean, that's what I grew up. You have your toast and you slather that on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, if I owned property, and another thing I'd like to do is have some hives. I've never done the bees, and I know I started taking a course down in Tallahassee. The university put on a course on how to keep bees, because it's not easy. It's not as easy as you think it is. You don't just stick a hive out there and then you have honey. And I would love to have some hives. I would really like. I would make that whole side of my property beehives. Maybe I do need to get a house with a little property. I would, if I had my own property, if I end up buying this little house, I would plant nut trees and fruit trees, and I would put beehives in. Takes 5 years. I'd be an old crotchety lady. Takes 5 years to get your fruit trees going. Fruit and nut. Nuts for the nutty. Beehive club near, yeah. Can you, Gloria, can you move a beehive? I mean, you can't really move them, can you? Like if I'm just renting right now, and I don't know if I'm going to buy this house or not. If I bought this house, I would buy the lot that's next to it, if it's the right price. And the foundation on this house is totally screwed up. I'd have to make sure that the foundation was fixable within a reasonable dollar amount. But can you move a beehive? Like if I got a beehive at this place, I don't know, can you move them? I have a friend that has a farm. Oh my gosh. I just, it is such a gorgeous little place. And I would have 2 steers on there. I'd have a couple pigs. I'd have chickens. And I'd have fruit trees and a garden. And yeah. I would be going to town on that place. Another thing I'm trying to find here local is a seed exchange. That way I get local seeds that actually grow here. That's so important. You've got to find the varieties that grow in your area the best. You know, in Tallahassee, where I'm from, there's the old feed store. And I loved going there. I just go there and just talk to the staff for hours. And I'd let Sandy loose in the place and she'd go mousing for them. She loved it. But I could buy bags of seeds. You're buying all local. I really like that. I love gardening. Absolutely love it. Oh, the other thing I have to deal with here, you know, I'm a Florida girl, and I grew up with hurricanes and tropical storms. They are not a big deal to me. I have come to the conclusion that Indiana, especially up where I'm at, I'm in Albany, so I'm north of Indianapolis by about an hour, and oh my goodness, it is like a tropical storm twice a week. Just like I've never seen anything like it. The screen door almost got ripped off the hinges the other week. It was blowing so hard. I started going out the back door of the house because the front door, I had to, oh, wait a minute, got an ambulance. Okay. I started going out the back door because I would have to literally put my shoulder against the front screen door to push it open against the wind. Good grief. I wake up in the morning and I say, good morning, God. So what personality are we going to have in weather today? You know, it's schizophrenic weather in Indiana. But the winds, so I've got to design my garden. Another reason I wanted it screened in was to cut the wind so it wouldn't beat up the garden so badly. Because the winds where I'm at, they are so bad that it would really, if you had melons on the vine or cucumbers and things like that, it'd get beat up pretty good. It blows so much where I'm at that when I'm front northwest corner of the house, and I can feel the house move when it hits that corner of the house. That's how hard it blows here. It's crazy. Schizophrenic weather, man. It's what personality or what multiple personalities are we going to have in the day in weather? I have 2 coats in the car. I have a raincoat, and then I've got my fleecy sweatshirt because I don't trust the weather going home. Because I don't know whether I'm going home in sleet or if I'll be going home to 70-degree weather. So it's kind of like when I lived in Colorado. I never left, I always kept in my vehicle a gallon of water, a sleeping bag, which I have in this truck, and down vest and winter gear. Because in Colorado, you could just go across the state and go over the pass and you could get 6 inches of snow. So in midsummer, yeah. So at least I now have learned that I leave the house prepared in Indiana. But I love it. I'm not complaining. I have fallen in love with the people. Are so nice. They are just so nice. Got to do something about our governor, though. He is selling out our state. So I'm going to keep encouraging you guys, get your recipes together. If you got, and they don't have to be typed up perfect, just type them up or write them out and just send them to me. And just send them to me. I'll type it all up and we'll do I just think it'd be cool to do a 1776 cookbook. Oh, you know what would be neat in the cookbook? Is if we did it by state. That would be cool. In the 1776 cookbook, we do it by state. That would be very, very cool. And we all know, if any of you all have ever had any of Fireball's cooking, holy cow, that woman can bake. Oh, talk about baking. Hey, I got something cool to tell you. I have a friend in Bible study class, and she has her sourdough starter. Oh my gosh, she's had it, I don't know how long she said, forever. And she's going to give me some of her starter. Is that not cool? What an honor. Oh, we got a thumbs down. That's okay. You enjoy, with that big truck, enjoy those high gas prices. Are we moving over? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So I definitely have some bread recipes I could put in it, and like chili sauce and apple butter recipes. I've got it's a brandy cherry pie filling recipe that I make with brandy. Oh, it's to die for cherry pie. Everything's blooming in my yard. I have I see up here your redbud trees are just now budding out. Down in Florida I had a redbud, and it would be first part of February, and then all my Quaison cherry trees would bloom the end of February. I'm just happy to see green and have warm weather. Time is 12:40. It's not late. So I have to start at 3 o'clock. I have to head back to Indiana, so I'm at Bible study on time. I have the most incredible Bible study class. It's called Life Class. And it's funny, when I first walked in, and y'all have to understand, I had never been to a Bible study class before. So I joined, when I joined the church, I guess, what was it, back in, I want to say it was October. Yeah, because it was before Thanksgiving, so I want to say it was October. And, you know, and it was one of the few classes that wasn't full, and so I joined, and so I could learn about the Bible and all that. And it's an advanced class, and I'm a beginner. And so I walked in, and I kind of looked at this class, and it is a very eclectic group of people, which makes it so much fun. But I'm like, okay. And so I asked him, I said, so how long's this class been going on? And he says, well, this class has been going on for like 20 years. I go, oh, wow, okay. And then I said, well, how long have you all been working on this book, and they literally were only in chapter 3 when I joined the group in October, and we just got to chapter 4, and it's April. I said, so how long have you all been working on this book? Well, it's about since last spring. And I'm like, oh boy. So maybe in 2024 we'll be through with the book. But they have totally welcomed me in, and hell, if it wasn't for them, I mean, I was looking for a place to live for 3 months, and if it wasn't for them, I was going back to Florida. I was giving up. And if it wasn't for Jimmy that runs the class, I wouldn't have found the realtor who found me this little house. God just put it all one thing right after another. But it is such a cool group of people. But there's one gal in there, Sandy, and she just really took me under her wing, and she's been in the community forever, and she knows absolutely everybody, which makes it fun. And I've made a couple of good friends in there. It's just really nice. Okay, we're getting off here. I guess we're going to keep trying to ask a question. Oh, what question? I'm sorry. She doesn't check the chat. What's the question, Crystal? What's McFly asking? I can check it right now. Traffic's not too bad. I just put my glasses on every once in a while and I can check the chat. Okay, I'm going to double check it. It should be Liberty's Voice at 1776rm.com. I'm pretty sure it's still active. Or you can message them to me on my Facebook, Liberty's Voice on Facebook. Messenger it to me. But it should be Liberty's Voice at 1776rm.com. They said that was still active. Is Mustang Sally still on here? Mustang Sally can check it. Oh, emailed us. Okay. Yeah, it should be Liberty's Voice at 1776rm.com. I'm pretty sure Brian said that my email is still active. If Mustang Sally is on here, she can check it with Brian. Elf. I'm surprised Fireball Gal isn't on here. I have no idea where we're going. I am just following Kim. Look at all her flags. I need to ask Bob Hayden if he can weld some rings onto my rebar. Oh, no, no, no. I am not running that. I have so many tickets from the TPC Convoy. Okay, they're turning right up there. Oh, we're done. Oh, we're back at Kroger's. Oh, we're done. Cool. All right. I have time to get lunch. Hey, Sandy. All right, guys. Looks like we're back at our starting point. I didn't think I was going to have time to go to lunch with everybody, but it looks like I will have time. Because, uh-oh, where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Wow, everybody, I did not realize how much I missed this. How much I miss all of you. How much I miss chatting with all of you. Okay, my turn. And here we go. Do a little lefty here. Hey, Sandy, you were such a good girl. Who was out riding what? Yeah, that was a fun little convoy. It was an easy one. Only got a few freedom fingers. Oh. You know, it was cool. They did a little Zello channel for this convoy. And when I first heard everybody come on, boy, did that bring back memories. You know, going across the country and me leading all those four-wheelers and trying to keep everybody in a straight line. No, don't take that exit. Straight, just go straight. And they take the exit. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay. I think they're going back over here. All right. Pull in. I think she's over here. Oh, there she is. Cool beans. Okay, everybody. So get those recipes to me. And let's try and get recipes from every state. And send me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It can be a lemonade recipe for all I care. And I will get them typed up, and let's do a 1776 cookbook. I think that'll be cool. That'll be a good little fundraiser. Okay. I'm going to pull over here in the shade for Sandy. There we go. All right, guys, let me look at the chat. Aw. Mustang Sally. Yes, it has been fun. I have really enjoyed this, guys. Hi, Pam. Have the opportunity just once before. I've got a couple. We'll try. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Come on, guys. Let's spread the word on all our Facebook pages. I'll put it on my Liberty's Voice page. So let's get recipes sent to me. It's Liberty's Voice at 1776rm.com. And it could be recipes of anything. And let's do a 1776 cookbook. Yeah, and don't do the secret family recipe where you leave out the one ingredient that makes it good. That's not very nice. Oh, thank you, thank you. Gator Girl, you're the bomb. Bye, guys. I love you all. Man, you just make my heart sing. Thank you so much for riding along with me. You just made this so enjoyable. And I'll try and get on more often. Oh, thank you, Gator Girl. Yeah, let's spread the word. I'll get on 1776, the national page, and we'll get Mustang Sally and Fireball. She's got to have at least a couple dozen. And they don't have to be, just make them legible and send them to me, and I'll type them up into recipe form. Love you all, and please, 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 yes, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Help me get to that. I still haven't gotten to that 2,000. Help me to get to that 2,000 mark. Love you guys. Love you, love you. All right, I'm going to sign off now.